In video 38, we're going to look at how we bring in to P3D water lines and other utilities that are not storm sewers, that are not actually designed in Precision3D, but created over in the CAD and then imported into P3D for purposes of collision and clearance analysis. So let's first go to the CAD and study some of the utilities that we have here. Here we have the water utility, and it is on the lower side of this main road and also is on the left side of this side road here and on both sides of this access road leading to another subdivision. And how would you bring these into P3D? Well, first let's review how they were made in the CAD. Under the network pull down, there is a command called utility network. This is within the hydrology module. And the utility networks were designed to cover utilities that aren't associated with manholes, as in sanitary sewer and storm sewer. Sanitary sewer and storm sewer utilities are handled by the sewer network setup, settings, and various entry and review options. But utilities apply to things like gas lines, electric conduits, water lines. Yes, they have occasional things like air release valves. In the case of water lines, they have junction boxes in the case of electric lines, but they're not the conventional manholes or inlet-based head wall inclusive storm sewers and sanitary sewers. So with that said, they're made in the utility option, and here you can see the water line consisting of 4 elements encompassing the entire water system for this subdivision. Now over in P3D, let's show how that is brought in. Notice I used the command Control-Z to remove the water line so we can illustrate how it is brought in. What we have right now is just portions of the storm sewer network shown, large 30 to 36 inch pipes, some smaller tributary pipes. And let's see how the water line sits into this site and where there might be some crossings. Under the hydro pull down, you have the option to import utility networks as made in the hydrology module of the Carlson Office solution. So we select that and we'll choose water lines 2. That's the one we were just looking at in the CAD. And just like that, in basically a split second, it is brought in to the correct size, and you can see this is meant to indicate the ductile iron water line. Had it been PVC, it would have come in a cyan color. And there's no crossing of our storm sewer in this portion, but notice up here we do have one crossing of the main storm sewer line. That should be detectable with the command inspect pipe crossings. In fact, there's 3 crossings, and we can click and zoom in, and we notice that this is the corrugated metal pipe shows up nicely. And if pipes actually connect, then and they're from distinct systems, in this case, one storm sewer connecting to another one, the contact is found. But we have 2 water crossings. Let's look at the main one here that we were talking about earlier. This is the one that crosses and has basically nearly a foot of clearance. So that is an example of its application. Let's also bring in still another one. Let's finish that command, and we'll bring in we'll go ahead and bring in another utility located here. We'll bring in the electric line, and you can see the electric line is a smaller conduit line running to the outside of the water line, but it also has several crossings. It crosses the water line here. We're in transparent mode, and you can see it's this is a danger point that is worth investigating. It looks like there's a contact there. You can see it, and that will be found as currently designed in that file. That will be found in the collision analysis. So we go to inspect pipe crossings, and we have some water to electric collision. So these are some of the practical applications of bringing in utilities into Precision3D.